Hi students, today we would like to introduce a new topic, the title called the cyberspace. The cyberspace, this is the sixth unit. This leaps and bounds is the unit name. Leaps and bounds is the unit name. The leaps and bound means development, step for development. That's called as leaps and development. Leaps means steps, bounds means years, developments. Okay. So the first chapter Unit 6 is called cyberspace. Its author named Esther Dyson is an American technology analyst who is leading commander on Delight Technology, Biotechnology, and Space. The cyberspace is the discussion on the possibilities and challenges involving in using cyberspace. Yes, this is a topic inclined. What is that? The cyberspace is a discussion for what? On possibilities and challenges involved in using cyberspace. Possibility and challenges. What are the possibility when we use cyberspace, whether it is useful or not? And what are the challenges we face when we use cyberspace? Okay, these are the discussion. Here is that. So, I just want to give introduction about this. There's, the summary of this topic. Modern psych makers rulers instead of following them. Cyberspace gives us this freedom of making our own rules. Today, cyberspace is reached and used by everyone despite of their technical know-how. This free accessibility and wise use of the cyberspace walk discussion regarding its misuse. Cyberspace is a collection of space conceived in different ways according to purpose. Some are suitable to children and some for grown-ups and some suit for everyone. Thus, it's a vast real estate. Which is a vast real estate? Cyberspace. We can get music, we can get sports, we can get news, we can get a discussion, we can get interview, we can get the educational program, we can get science program, we can get travel program, so many things. If you're interested in this estate, you can take one. Either sports you like, okay, either books or literature you like, you can take that. So cyberspace is just like a vast estate. You can choose your own way. If your children, they can use for this children's stories, or students, that mean teenagers, they can like music or whatever he liked, and other elder people are going to choose also. So that's a wide area in cyberspace. You can choose. We are discussing about what are the misuse, what are the challenges, what are the possibilities of the cyberspace. Okay, now everybody know that because everybody hand is mobile phone, 5G or 4G. There's every kind of information you can get. So that's we discuss. Thus, it is a vast real estate. These are public space and private spaces is there. That means private space and public also there in this cyberspace. For example, email is private and video sharing site is public. Yes. Our email, if you want to write an email to some other person, your favorite person, friend or any other, that is your private property. Whereas in the uh, YouTube or some other things are, it's a public property. Anyone can see in that world, right? It is a very difficult to impose rules to control the use of this vast area. Yes, this is very difficult to control. Okay, whether they look or the children look the YouTube or this you want to control. So this is so many problem is there. If need self-ruler controlled by the choice of visitors and the users. The multifunctionality makes cybers very attractive. Private space like in email needs no control. Information and entertainment websites are to be partially regulated. Yes. Social network sites need control to moderate discussions that may be dragged into real space. However, cyberspace liberties us for the power structure on extent. Cyberspace of the future is to be ruled by self-reliant communities beyond all boundaries, formed for protecting and supporting like-minded people in the world. This will form global village. So there is too much gathering. We can see that means group. So much group in net. You can get, maybe you have special groups are there. Your students group is there, of family group is there. So many groups has there. So whether it is useful or misuse or challenges, what is the problem? That is we discuss about this cyberspace. Okay, let's see. Nothing more, just to read. That means you know about what is cyberspace, because everybody have a net. You know how to use the net. What are the sites? What are the channel? What are the things you can get it? You know very well about that one. Okay. The advent of the World Wide Web brought about a revolutionary changes in the dissemination of information. Definitely, we get the world is very closer. What's happening in America, we can see now, right? What is happening in Africa, we can see now. So it's very easy. Okay, a cultural transformation from printed space to the cyberspace took place. Yes, before we had to know about more information through the books or magazine or papers, but now we're getting that cyber. It is defined the spatial dimension of our universe. So, cyberspace we can call it another way the online world, online of computer net, world network we can call as cyberspace, world network we can call as cyberspace. You know, in online, what are the things you are using or you are misuse or you are very attractive, everything you know very well about that one. That we discuss here. Sometimes in this modern psych means generation, loves new frontiers. We hanker after wide open spaces. We like explore. We like to make rules instead of following them. However, is there a place where you can go and be yourself without worrying about the neighbors? So that is what he say that. Now everyone look at his mobile and his nets. Nobody has to care for other things. Is there? All right. So here is some of the question. What is so special about the modern psych? Psych means generation. The modern psych likes to make rules instead of following them. They make rules. They don't follow anybody. That is a new generation system. That's the first paragraph say that. Okay, then what is cyberspace we want to know? Cyberspace is a community. A network computers, that is called cyberspace. Network computers we can call cyberspace. Is a community of network computers. It is imagined space where electronic data goes. Yes, it's electronic work. In the past, it was a playground for computer experts and technological specialists, but now it is accessible to all people, including children. Yes, some children is very fast for to getting this sight and the scene and everything. Before it was only the expert of computers. Now everybody can use, even children can use its cyber world or net very easily. So that is a generational changes comes out. It is a cyberspace means a community. It is exactly is the cyberspace is a community of networked computers. That is the meaning of cyberspace. Okay. Yes, there is such a place, cyberspace, formerly playground of computer nerds, nerds mean expert and techniques. Cyberspace now embrace every conceivable constituency, okay, including school children. Okay, can they all get along amicably? Amicably means friendly in the cyber world. Or will our fear of kids misusing the cyberspace provoke a crackdown? Crackdown means destruction. So we discuss about what are the challenges, what are the misuse, what are the possibility, everything we want to discuss in cyberspace. Cyberspace has its own drawbacks, at the same time its own advantages. It's so useful, but at the same time some people are misused also. So this is one of the things here is cyberspace is we want to know that. Okay. Third paragraph. Well, the first order of a business is a group what cyberspace is. It might help leave behind metaphors of highways and frontiers and to think instead of real estate. Real estate, remember, is intellectual, legal, artificial environment constructed on a top of land. It, it means here cyberspace recognize the difference between parkland and shopping mall, between red light zone and school district, between church, states and drugstore. That means here say that use of cyberspace is here explained. How the cyberspace is useful for us. Okay. So the third question is also same, that what type of metaphor is used by the author to describe cyberspace? So here cyberspace described by the author has used metaphor in real estate. Is compared cyberspace as a real estate. That means you know how where is if you construct the real estate in a shopping mall. What are the things in the shopping mall we want to know that? Maybe the good branded shirt showroom, shoe showroom, or cinema hall, or dining tables, or beauty parlor. So many things. What are the things we needed? It is we can easily understood from cyberplace. What are the things we needed in a real estate? Same like that. This cyberspace is compared here is a real estate. Other compared cyberspace as a real estate. Just like real estates, we can easily find out which are the items we needed. Or that means in cyberplace, which are the items we needed, you can select the channel or select the sites, select the video, whatever you like. That's here, nothing more at towards the third paragraph. Okay. All right. Then cyberplace is here used by metaphor as, yeah. Some of the traditional metaphors used by denote cyberplace as highways and frontiers. Here is also cyberplace used as estate at the same time highways and frontiers. Frontiers means border. Okay. All right. Then we want to discuss about what are the control. How can we control cyberspace? Is it possible? No. Every site we cannot control, but some site we can control. Some site is only looking for after over 18 age, 18 years old. Some people, some sites is not used to by children. And like that we can control, but some control is not useful. That's not used. That's we have to say the next. In the same way, you could think of cyberspace as a giant and underbounded world of virtual real estates. Okay, some property is privately owned and rented out. Rented mean vadaga. Other property is common land. Some places is suitable for children. Similarly, cyberplaces, some spot is some scene is suitable for children, and others are not, best avoided by all the honest citizens. Unfortunately, it is those places that we are now capturing the popular imagination. They make cyberspace sound like a nasty mean dirty place. Good citizens jump into a conclusion, better regulate it. Yes. That means some channel we cannot control. Suppose we have to say that the children can't not see in that particular channel, means maybe some other use techniques they used to see that one. So we cannot control that one. That is a says that is a one of the challenges faced in cyberspace. Some channel is only for children, some channel for adult or some other people, but some channel is misused by the children or some other things have here. So we cannot, here says that we cannot control exactly a cyberspace. Okay, that is a fourth paragraph says. And fifth paragraph, using censorship is control and silence cyberspace fundamentally uh, misinterprets. Misinterprets mean wrong explanation. The nature of cyberspace. Cyberspace is not a frontier where wicked people can be grab unsuspecting children. That means wicked people means bad people. Those people who are very expert and cunning in computer, they have to control. I mean, for example, they have hijack the net. That means we can, what is called, some words are called is, that means somebody's private confidential matters was looked by someone. That is should be controlled, but it is not possible full extent. Not it is a giant television system that can beam offensive messaging at unwilling viewers. In this kind of real estate means here cyberspace. Users have to choose where they visit, what they see, what they do. Yes, users have to depends. They want to see, they can see. They don't want to see, they don't want to see. Yes, it is optional and it is much easier to bypass in a place on the net than it is to avoid walking past an unsavory block of stress on the way to your home. Yes, Some people has to very easily to control the channel. That means they can easily go and take the channel. Exactly, maybe this channel is prohibited for them, but these people are very easily very expert in this. Then he can hijack this channel. So there is no proper regulation on it or control it. So that is one of the bad side of cyberspace. Okay, next paragraph. But plainly, cyberspace is a voluntary destination. In reality, many destinations. You don't just go on the net, you have to go some places in particular. That means that people can choose where to go and where to see. Yes, in cyberspace, we can choose our likes. Which channel we want to see, we can see. Okay. Yes, community standards should be enforced, but the standards should be set by cyberspace community themselves. What we need isn't this control from outside over those electronic communities. We need to self-rule. So here is so many questions is there. Yeah. Why does the author maintain that censorship will not work in the case of cyberspace? Cyberspace, there is a censors one. Censorship means control one. How it is not useful. The author maintained that censorship will not work in the cyberspace because it is frontier where bad people can grab unsuspecting children. They disguised as children and it's to come and look at that scene or that channel. Why is cyberspace described as a voluntary destination? Voluntary destination, voluntary like cyberspace described as a voluntary destination because you have to go to some particular place. People are free to choose where do you go and what do you see. I fully agree with the author. That means cyberspace we can use whatever channel you like. There is no control. Okay, next. What makes cyberspace so alluring? Alluring means different. In precisely the way in which different from shopping malls, television, highways, and other terrestrial jurisdiction. But let us define the territory. First, there are private email conversation. Akin. Akin means same to the conversation you have over a telephonic or voicemail. We have voicemail is the messages column is the email column is the whatever you like. Your voice call is this. Anyone you can use. These are private and constitutional and require no regulation to all. We cannot regulate. We can't regulate such kinds of voice call or message column or email. We cannot regulate, isn't it? So that is why there is no censorship. There is no control. It is not possible. Okay. Second, there is information and entertainment service where people can download anything from legal text and lists of great news of restaurant or game software or interesting presentation. These places are like bookstores, malls, and movie house place where you go to buy something. Yes, we can store anything and we can download it and store it. The customer needs to request any item to sign up for a subscription. Some of these services are free, others charge. Yeah, some of the services are free in cyberspace, but some download charge. We should have to pay down for download charge. The use of cyber system. That is the use of useful things of cyber system is this paragraph. What are the use of cyber world? This is the paragraph. Second, there are information. That is the use of useful of cyberspace market. Okay. The third, there are real communities, group of people. Group of people means Kutaima, that means group. You have group, in that who communities among themselves in real estate terms. They are like shops, restaurants, and playgrounds. Each active participant contributed to general conversation. Generally, though the posted message, other participants, what they do? Other participants, many simply listen to watch. Yeah, some people can do actively in the group. Some people are very silent in group. Some people are very active. Some people are sometimes active, sometimes not active. Some people are not at all active. Some are surprised by a moderator. Yes, some are simply sitting. That is in the group. Okay. Others are like bullet boards, anywhere to free to post anything. Yes, some are posting everything. They like everything. They did everything in cyberball and in a or in group. Many of these services started out unmoderated but are now imposing rules to keep unwanted advertising, extraneous discussion are increasingly now too much advertisement comes out in the program, is it? So if you want to avoid, there is a skip is there, you can avoid that one. That is one of the useful of the cyberspace. Rude participants, some of them participants are in group is very rude, some of them are very cool and soft, some people are very rude. Okay, without a moderator, these decibel, there is a decibel, it means measurement sound. Science student know that measurement of sound we can call decibel. Level often gets too high. So there should be a moderator needed according to order. Okay. All right, the next paragraph. What is unique about the cyberspace is that it is a liberates, that means free us from tyranny. Tyranny means a controlled rule, we can call as tyranny of power structure, where everyone lives by the rule of the majority. In a democracy, minority groups and the minority preference tend to get squeezed out. Whether they are, these are the paragraph says about the disadvantage of cyberspace. That we didn't get to free sometimes. Cyberspace allows communities to any size and kind of flourish. In cyberspace, communities are chosen by users, no forced on them by accident or geography. Yes, the groups you can select it yourself. It is not depends upon religion, it is not depends upon place or geography or country or dress code or color of the skin. Yes. This freedom gives to rules of cyberspace moral authority that rules terrestrial environments. That means connected to land psychology. Most people are stuck in the country of their birth, but if you don't like the rules of cyberspace community, you can just sign off. Sign off means leave, allow or to leave it. Sorry, right? Okay, that's one of the useful for of cyberspace. And the last paragraph. Okay, before that we have to go. Some question is there. See then. Why cyberspace is described as a voluntarily destinations? Cyberspace is described as a voluntary destination because you have to go to some particular place. People are free to choose. Yes, if you want to chat with English people, you can. Chat with African people, you can. Chat with Sri Lankan, you can. It's a free. We make a group. I fully agree with the author. It says then who according to the author are the right people of set the standards. According to the author, the right to set the standard of cyberspace reads with the cyberspace community themselves. What are the three major areas of service available in cyberspace? In private email services, very good for us. Information entertainment service is there, that is also very good for us. Real community, that is group of people. Real community means group of people, that is also we can engage in the cyberspace. These three things are very best in the cyberspace. Space, that means PAC logo. Okay. Right, next questions is there. You just read the question answer, then you can easily understood is there. What is the store for cyber communities in future? Cyber community will have to have a moderator. Yes, there should be a moderator, but there is no exact moderator. This because anyone free to post anything. It is possible that there will be unwanted advertising and discussions that are not healthy. Yes, this can make the cyberplace too noisy. That means others say that they want control. There should be a moderator to control this group and everything. Otherwise, it is more trouble, more problem occurs. So, others said that there is a moderator, mean there should be a control, there should be a censorship. All right, the next last paragraph. What likely to happen in cyberspace is a information of new communities free to the constraint that cause conflict on earth. Yes, if there is no moderator, if there is no control, there should be a problem in the group and there should be scolded or wrong words, wrong sentence make hurt to someone's freedom and someone's dress code or someone's religion, and it became big problem. So it caused for a world war or sometimes it's a war between the countries. So there should be a moderator, there should be a censorship according to the order. Instead of the global village, we will have to invent another world of self-contained communities that Cater means serve to their own memories members. Inclination, that means hops. Inclination means hops without interfering with anyone else. We will be able to test and evolve rules governing what needs to be governed. Intellectually property, content and access control, rules about privacy and free speech. In the end of our society needs to grow up. Growing up means understanding that there are no perfect answers, no all purpose solutions. We haven't created a perfect society on earth, and we won't have one in cyberplace either. But at least we can have individual choice and individual responsibility. So that's about things. And the most important things is that you can accept a question of email. How to write an email. Whether you write an email in your mobile or you can use email in your cyberspace. This is a way of email. So see the email. How to write the email should be a column. This column, this column. First column is the second column, third column, last is the. It should be like that. Definitely email will ask 100%. The question will come out email. So you must be know how to write email with these notes. You should be by heart this column and the notes. Understood? Read the question carefully. Who want to write the email? To whom? You must be understood by the question. Then you can write the email. The model should be like this. So you should be by heart this model. Don't write your own way and your own column. It should be like that. 100% sure email will come. Okay. Then the question meaning is here. Question answer here is everything is question answers here. Email answers is how to write email is there. So you should be study very nicely. That's about cyberspace. What is cyberspace? We already told that. Simple. It's our net. Same like that of our mobile phone net. What are the things? What are this channel? When YouTube is there, is it? Then what is that? Telegram is there. WhatsApp is there. What is another thing? So many things you can see in your music channel. You can see sports channel. You can see geographical channels, education program. You can see whatever the channels, whatever the things you can get in your cyberspace. But this cyberspace, according to other, it should be a possibility. That means good things as there. For example, email, voicemail, what is that, chatting or whatever may be. That's we can get education programs. We can get knowledge from this. We can understood the countries very closer from. So these are all these possibility and very useful things are there. Whereas in that's misuse also. Some people are using the misusing. For example, this means under 18 there should be some restrictions as there, but it's very expert in this, and they hijack these nets and they mislead or they use in this different way. So in this case we can so many misuse also this in cyberspace. It's caused for several problems also. There is no proper censorship or control. So overall, this author said that should be control. This one cyberplay. Some should be a moderate. That means control for this. Otherwise, it will be very nasty or very bad things will occur in the future. So should be have control. That's the end of this cyberplace. The author said it. Anyway, others also understood that the useful things of cyberplace. At the same time, misuse also is too much nowadays. The cyber world is also now is misused by so many people are there. So that is a great threat of our world or community. So that is the things also should remember. That's is simply said by the author. That means here author said that it should be useful at the same time misuse. In order to misuse, we should have to control. We should have to control or regulate it, or should have introduced a moderator to control it. But it is in all extent it is not possible. But some extent we can do it. How will it do it depends upon the authorities. That's uh, others said connected to this. And he defined the cyberplace. What is cyberplace? We already said it. It's a community of network computers, we can call as that's whose phone is net. This is called cyberspace. Through the nets, what are the things day-to-day life you did? What are the things you day-to-day life you see? What are the things you can chat, you can say, or you can say in your opinion? You have to use some kind of likes and dislikes, comments. All it possible in a cyberspace, is it? Even children, to this, all people itself has their own ability to use the cyberplace in their own convenience. That is one of the best things. That means we get to some kind of freedom, but if the freedom is more, it is dangerous, is it? So there should be a control. The cyberspace should be controlled. Censorship should be introduced by the authority for some extent, not in all category, in some extent. That is told by here our author, right? Question is already we discussed, and the thing is that this is a sixth unit, is it? There's a leaps and bounds. We already told that is leaps means steps, bounds means developments. So one of the developments, the new generation development, is that cyberplace. Really, it's really useful to so many people. World people are now depends upon this communication. Is it? This is the newest communications, very closer communication. You can see if you sit in anywhere in the world, isn't it? So such kinds of development is there. So that is the title, leaps and bounds. Sixth unit. The first chapter is cyberplace, cyberspace, SPAC, right? Cyber world, we can say that. So the author is very narratively says about the use and misuse of cyberplace, and he suggested some remedy for to control our censorship, even though it is not possible in full extent, but some extent it is possible. So that is his view. This is his always is a view of this author. It is not a view of any others. Maybe you are supported this idea, may not. That depends upon you, right? So that's the things have here explained. Cyberplace, it's written by Mr. Dyson, an American technology analyst. He is a leading commander of digital technology. Yes, those who are very interested in technology, that people is like this. Some children can easily find out some of the access in this computer, but someone very expert is easily understood, but someone is very lately understood. But nowadays, I think so. Most of them was very easy to use this cyberspace, very easy to enter in cyberspace. Yes, cyberplace is compared estates and some other way. It's a use in metaphor as a cyberplace, just like that of estates here used by other, right? Okay. So that means from the real estate, from the shopping mall. If you enter the shopping mall, you can buy, you can choose anything from this. That means in estate also we can get fruits, everything you are getting from the estate. Similar like that of in a shopping mall, we can get everything from this shops. There are too much shops are there. You can enjoy the cinema from there. You can dine there, or can lunch you can there, or tea, or soft drink, ice cream, or you can purchase anything, any branded items. That is just like a cyberplace. Anything you can buy from cyberspace. Anything you can see from cyberplace. Similar like that. Anything you can see or so or can buy or use in this shopping mall, just like here is a comparison. Real estate or shopping mall is just like a cyberplace. If you have if you have shopping mall, we cannot go for another place. You can buy from everything from the shopping mall, isn't it? Something you maybe you are missing. 98% you can get from there, but maybe it is costly or not. It depends upon it, right? So similar cyberplace is also you can get any channel or any you can tune or you can get any information from different ways of apps, is it? So you can get it through this. Okay, that's all today. The cyberspace is now finished. We have only remaining two chapters, I think so. Sit, I think you have to take care of it, especially this uh, use of advantage of cyberspace sometimes come, or misuse of cyberspace will comes. And more is question, you can accept the email. How to write email is very important. All right, that's all. We have remained two chapters. Right. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.